Imagine delivering pizzas at night just to survive, and a few years later sitting on a $500,000 investment portfolio. Sounds impossible, right? Well, this is the real story of how one broke worker flipped pocket change into a small fortune without winning the lottery. The struggle. In 2014, Chris, a 21-year-old college dropout from Indiana, was barely scraping by. He delivered pizzas 6 nights a week, earning just enough to cover gas and cheap takeout. His friends laughed when he said he wanted to invest because how could someone who barely had $100 at the end of the month think about investing? But Chris had one thing his friends didn't: determination. One night, while dropping off a pizza to a financial advisor, Chris overheard him explaining compound interest to a client. It stuck with him. Later, Chris Googled it and discovered something shocking. If you invest just $10 a day, in 20 years, you could have hundreds of thousands of dollars. That one idea changed everything. Instead of spending his nightly tips on fast food or video games, Chris started stashing away $50 a week. After 3 months, he had $600 saved, his very first real savings. He opened a brokerage account and bought shares of an index fund. It wasn't flashy. No wild stock picks. Just slow, steady, consistent investing. The next few years weren't easy. Sometimes he could only invest $25 a week. Other times, he managed $100. But Chris never stopped. When his friends upgraded cars, Chris kept driving his beat-up Honda. When they went out for expensive dinners, he packed homemade sandwiches. Every dollar saved was another dollar invested. By 2018, his account had quietly grown to $25,000. By 2020, despite the market crash, Chris doubled down and invested even more. When the rebound came, his portfolio exploded past 6 figures. And by 2024, Chris wants the broke pizza delivery. I looked at his brokerage balance in disbelief. Over $500,000. Here's the crazy part. Chris never won big on some risky stock or crypto gamble. He simply played the long game. Small tips invested consistently turned into life-changing wealth. The lesson? You don't need to be rich to start. You just need to start. So let me ask you, what are you doing with your extra $10 a day? Buying coffee? Ordering fast food? Chris turned those tiny choices into $500,000. And if he could do it, so can you.